I've been a member of WILG for a number of years. Every single one of the years that I've been a member has been fruitful for not only me professionally, but for my firm. When we actually go to these conventions, we find out a little bit about the law in the other states, which is so key to my practice in New York. There's been a series of deforms throughout the country that eventually we believe will be coming to New York. Some of them have already been here. But what is so good about this organization and this convention is that we get to get front row seats to what is possibly going to happen in my state. Additionally, I think we also benefit in the fact that we get referrals. People that we meet here, attorneys that have practices in other states, also run into clients that have cases in New York. So when I come to these conventions and they see me and I have a relationship with them and I end up becoming socially friends with them, they will be sending me those cases. I'll be the first person they think of when they say, hey, I have a case in New York. I'd like to give it to somebody. Cathy Stanton is somebody that I'm interested in. I'm going to send the case to her. So it's a good source of networking. It's a good source of referrals. And it also builds a camaraderie. We get to see these people maybe once, twice a year. The friendships that I've built here at WILG are so important to me, not just professionally, but personally. Anyone in this country that handles workers' compensation owes themselves and their clients to be a member of WILG. We have the knowledge that we can pass on to the practitioner in their own state. We have the ability to share information through listservs. We have the ability to network with other states and their practitioners. There are so many changes that are happening in workers' compensation. We can't just look at this as a state issue. This is a national issue. And I think any person who handles workers' compensation claims really needs to know what's out there. What do we have to look forward to in terms of changes? So you're doing yourself a disservice if you're not a member of WILG. And if you're a member of WILG, you owe it yourself to come to these conventions, because not only will you meet the practitioners on the front lines, but you get a sense of camaraderie. We're all WILG warriors. That's what we like to call ourselves. We are the first line of defense against the changes that the insurance industry is making upon the injured worker. And they're not making the changes for the good. What they're doing is they're consistently deteriorating the rights of the injured worker, and we want to protect them. And I think everyone that practices workers' compensation is a warrior.